right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we are here for your 3 p.m. update. So firstly, taking a look at the national view. And as you can see, there is not a whole lot going on here, not a lot to talk about. It is pretty quiet overall out here. Just a few showers up here in North Dakota and up into Montana. For our area, we are very quiet and very warm. It is a extremely mild day today. Hopefully you guys are able to get out and enjoy today, as it is it feels like September. It almost feels like a late summer, early fall type day out there. It is absolutely gorgeous out there. Hardly any wind. 70s and 80s are going on right now. In fact, let's take a closer look. And as you can see, across our whole country, we are extremely mild for this time of the year, with the exception of the northeastern part of the country. But look at all these warm temperatures across our area. Anywhere from the 50s up to the northwest part of the country, to the 60s, 70s, and even 80s across this entire central part of the region of the country. And so it is a very warm day out there for pretty much everyone. We got 80s down here in Texas, 80s in Oklahoma and Kansas, even some 80s in Nebraska. And I also just checked Wagner, South Dakota. We have a temperature of 82 degrees right now in Wagner, South Dakota. That's not too far away from Sioux Falls either, by the way. That's only about an hour and a half away from Sioux Falls. Not too far away. Sioux Falls, right now, we're at 70 degrees. For this time of the year, we're about 25 degrees above average for this time of the year. Let's zoom in and take a look at our regional Quad State region temperatures. And as you can see, we have extremely mild temperatures. We got 70 in Brookings, 66 up in Watertown. We have 59 up in Aberdeen, 64 out in Pierre. Look at Mitchell, 79 degrees. 81 down in Yankton, and we got 75 in Sioux City. And you look out west, you got 75 out in Rapid City. We got 72 in Phillip, 64 in Pierre. Even up into the North Dakota area, 70 degrees up by Lemon, South Dakota. And then down into Nebraska, look at these temperatures as well. We got 79 in Valentine. We got 81 in North Platte, 84 in Grand Island. But look at this. Again, central South Dakota is the warmest spot on the map here. Wagner coming in at 84 degrees right now. And into Iowa, we got 72 in Fort Dodge. We got 73 in Des Moines. We got 73 in Spencer. And then up into Minnesota, we got it's actually warmer in the Twin Cities than it is here in Sioux Falls. It's 72 in the cities right now. It is 68 in Rochester. We got 73 in Marshall, 70 in Mankato and Fairmont. So it is a gorgeous day out there. Please, if you can, get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. So we're going to take a look at the models, of course, as always. We're going to look at a couple of other new items that we're going to get to. But first, let's hear a brief word from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, so real quick here, I wanted to show you guys this. We actually do have a red flag warning that is still in effect. I mentioned this in the morning video. We do have this that continues here for South Central, Southwestern South Dakota. So it includes Winter, Rosebud, Hot Springs, Pine Ridge areas, And then down into Nebraska includes Alliance, Scottsbluff, Shadron, Valentine areas, North Platte as well. Red flag warning is in effect here until 6 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. This is for wind gusts in excess of 25 to 35 miles per hour, low humidity of 15%. Combination of the gusty winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures could produce critical fire weather. I haven't heard anything yet if we've gotten any major fires, so that's good. If we hear anything, of course, we'll be on social media posting about it. But again, that red flag warning, if you're in this area, just be aware. There could be some fire danger out there. Don't be stupid. Don't, have large grass fires or whatnot. Just be safe out there. All right, so let's take a look at your future radar picture. And as we go through tonight, again, we've gone over this last several days, and we're going to be going through this again. Light rain showers are going to be possible in northern Minnesota, central North Dakota, and then northwestern South Dakota. So it would include, Buffalo, Faith, Mulbridge areas there, and then maybe Pierre by overnight hours, and then over into maybe the Watertown area, and then over into central Minnesota tonight. And then that will quickly fade away. It's just a very light chance there. Not a whole lot of moisture. It's going to be pretty light stuff, but it will be certainly possible. And then Saturday looking good, high pressure over us, and then same thing on Sunday, looking at a beautiful day once again. Now, Monday morning, we start to see that system come in from the west, from Wyoming, Colorado. We'll start off with rain out in western South Dakota, western Nebraska. It's going to start out as scattered rain showers, and then quickly expand east into Nebraska. As you can see there, a lot of scattered rain, and then also in South Dakota, and then eventually Sioux Falls by Monday evening. We'll start to see that chance for rain there. Southeast South Dakota, eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. And this will be in the form of rain. As you can see there, by Monday night, it continues there across the same area. And so Sioux Falls, we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Now, again, no snow at this time. The European model has changed a little bit. Yesterday, we saw there could be a chance of possible snow in southeast, south central South Dakota, north central Nebraska. That has changed. Now it's just strictly rain. And then on Tuesday, not seeing a whole lot here. I mean, maybe some light showers way up north in North Dakota, Canada. That's about it. And then Wednesday, could be some isolated rain showers perhaps there in the afternoon Wednesday across western Iowa, eastern Nebraska. So you can see there, northwest Iowa, north central Iowa there by Monday evening, or Wednesday evening, I should say. And maybe some rain showers will hang around. Maybe the Sioux Falls area, Sioux City, into Iowa, southern Minnesota, maybe up near Aberdeen. And then we watch a new area to watch here, out west. North Dakota, southeast Montana, northeastern Wyoming, and northwest South Dakota. Look at that. We got rain showers. We have freezing rain potential in that area of purple. A mix of rain and snow, and then we have snow that will be possible here. So that is the next system to watch here. It's going to be, looks like, out to the 20th, Thursday. And so we'll see what happens. That's still 6 days out. Now Friday, looking dry. We'll clear things out. This is a week from today. So looks like we'll dry things out then. And following weekend looks, we'll see what happens. But basically the theme of the forecast is, again, we're watching tonight into tomorrow morning across, again, northwestern South Dakota, north central South Dakota, and then we'll watch that system come in on Monday. All right, so looking at temperatures, I do want to mention first off, there will be some record-breaking temperatures out there today. I do want to mention that. For the next few hours, we will be seeing record high temperatures across a lot of areas today. So you'll be hearing more about that. Again, record high temperatures today. Wow, that is pretty amazing stuff. For mid-November to be in the 70s and 80s is pretty remarkable. We eclipsed these numbers by a wide margin. I mean, we we went above 70 in Sioux Falls, and we only were forecasting 67, according to the models, what we're showing. And we were in the 80s down into Nebraska and south central South Dakota. As I mentioned before, Wagner hitting 84. That's got to be a record. Now, starting tomorrow, we're going to start to cool down a little bit, which this is not much of a cool down, by the way. This is pretty nice. I mean, for mid-November, still in the 50s and 60s. That is pretty remarkable. Mid-50s in Sioux Falls, mid-50s, mid-upper 50s out near Rapid. We will be a little bit cooler up to the north. We're going to be about above, or slightly above average for this time of the year. You know, Aberdeen should be in the mid-40s, and that's about where we're going to be. But then 60s down in Nebraska. And then finishing out your weekend here tomorrow or Sunday, we're looking at 50s and 60s. We got low 50s for Sioux Falls. It's going to still feel really nice. 60s down into Nebraska, 40s and 50s in Iowa, 40s in Minnesota, 40s in northeastern South Dakota, and upper 50s up out near Rapid City. And then starting your work week on Monday, we're looking at 30s up here in Minnesota, 30s up in northeastern South Dakota, and then 40s and low 50s for everyone else. You know, Sioux Falls will be right around 50, looks like, on Monday. And then on Tuesday, similar story. We got 40s and 50s in the forecast. We got 50s out west, 40s in the east. It's going to feel fairly nice. I mean, that's still about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And then on Wednesday, look at this, another warm-up. 60s maybe returning there in south central South Dakota near Winter, Chamberlain areas. Pierre mid-50s, low 50s out in Rapid, low 50s in Aberdeen, mid-50s out in Sioux Falls. And it's going to feel really nice, looks like, on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to start to cool down a little bit. Still pretty nice for this time of the year. We're talking 40s and 50s once again in the forecast, near 50 in Sioux Falls, eastern South Dakota, 50s in Iowa and Nebraska. And then on Friday, looks like the 21st, a week out from today, that is when we're going to start to fall off here in temperatures. We're talking 30s and 40s. 30s up here in Aberdeen, Pierre, Rapid City, near 40 in Sioux Falls. We're going to start to dip a little bit, and then a sneak peek at next weekend. 30s and 40s again, mainly. Looks like that's going to be the theme here. So that is the latest there on your temperatures. All right, last thing I'm going to show you, and then we're going to hop off. Taking a look at total precip amounts here. Playing this out for you this weekend. Going to be dry, obviously. Maybe a couple spots up here in northwestern South Dakota with some rain. Very light stuff. Now, once we get towards Monday, into Monday night, do you want to mention this? This is what the models are showing. Anywhere from a quarter to a half inch, maybe even an inch in some spots here in western Iowa and northeastern Nebraska. Sioux Falls near a quarter of an inch, half an inch down here near Yankton and Sioux City, maybe 3/4 of an inch down here near Sioux City. So I did want to mention that we're watching an area of rain here. We could see some accumulated rain here in southeast South Dakota, northeast Nebraska, western Iowa on Monday.
All right, so wrapping things up here with your 10-day forecast here for the Sioux Falls area. Looks like, obviously today was a beautiful day. This weekend, we're going to fall to the low 50s for a high, and then next week, 40s for temperatures mainly, and we'll start to introduce more rain chances, again, starting on Monday. We'll see what happens later next week. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s. And then for the Aberdeen area, tomorrow and your weekend forecast, upper 40s to low 50s, mix of clouds and sun. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s. Next week, looking a little bit cooler into the 40s, even some upper 30s here perhaps by later next week. And we'll introduce chances of rain maybe on Monday and later next week. And then for the Pierre area, 50s for your weekend, as you can see there. And then a mix of clouds and sun there, overnight lows in the 30s. And then we're looking at a mild next week, about average for this time of the year, I would say. We'll watch for those rain chances on Monday and later next week as well. Overnight lows in the upper 20s to low 30s. And then for the Rapid City area, we're looking at tomorrow. Pretty nice overall, 63, not as warm as it was today. and then upper 50s on Sunday, and then next week bottoming out to the 40s, which is about average for this time of the year. Overnight temperatures in the 30s to low 40s.
So that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. And also, be sure to check us out on Instagram and TikTok as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend out there.